One of the things, I don't want to get into legal technicalities, but two of the more popular ways of holding rental property today are LLCs. Limited partnerships used to be the standard for buying a building for your business or buying a fourplex or an apartment building. LPs have been fading because LLCs are so easy to set up. And from a legal standpoint, there's not a big difference between having an LLC and an LP, but people are getting really used to LLCs. Now, you can also set them up through a corporation. Usually you'd be using a sub-S. LLCs and sub-S have also been treated fairly well under the new tax law. So maybe a further incentive to do that. The basic pros and cons, again, we're not going to do a legal lecture here, but let me just say that the basic pros and cons are the idea of the LLC or the sub-S is to create a legal barrier between you and your property. Most people who are landlords should never need that protection. But if there is a terrible incident, if the property burns down and there are people inside and fire department people and other people are injured and all that, certainly you're going to have insurance, you're going to have very good insurance, but if you have something that exceeds the normal good insurance, then having that additional layer of protection of the property in a legal framework may be an advantage. The flip side to that is, unless you are a very senior landlord and have substantial assets, most likely the financing is still going to rely on your personal credit. So you're not going to be able to set up an LLC and say, well, here's my pristine LLC, loan the LLC money. They're going to say, yeah, sure, as soon as you sign here as the guarantor for your own LLC. But that doesn't have to be endless, and again, with good interest rates, the interest rates are rising a little bit, but they're still nowhere near killer interest rates. And so there might be some things to work with. What I recommend in the outline, and I'll just say it as well, is certainly part of your team of buying property, in addition to a real estate professional, is to have a tax expert review your situation, review the best way to structure your investment portfolio.